Ash in the air, cracks in the sky. Candles all gutter, but the flames stay dry. Black ash on the altar, rust stains on my hands. Candles burn like open graves, marking cursed land. Lone words in a locked room, jack lines, crooked cross. Every name we carved in gold comes back from the lost. We summon the dead, dead walk the earth. Every kingdom, mankind crawls in the dirt. They're tearing at the throne till the crown starts to hurt. We summon the dead, dead walk the earth. Eyes turn like cracked glass, breathe taste cold and wrong. Walls sweat with crawling signs, we've waited far too long. Footsteps in the stairwell, voices in the well. You beg for your golden gods, we answered with our hell. We summon the dead, dead walk the earth. Every kingdom of mankind crawls in the dirt. They're tearing at the throne till the crown starts to hurt. We summon the dead, dead walk the earth. On your knees, oh beg, there's blood in every word. I know you wanted just a little power, choked on what you heard. We summon the dead, dead walk the earth. Every kingdom of mankind crawls in the dirt. They're clawing at your doors till your prayers all invert. We summon the dead, dead walk the earth. Lights in the salt, circle of blood. Every rough language carved in the stone. We summon the dead. The end of days is here. The dead walk the earth, living off you, and the undead are strong. In the shadows we hide, but we won't survive for long. The world is a living hell, and the dead rule the land. No escape, the end is here. The living are few, and the undead are near. In the shadow we hide, but we won't last for long. Our world is in ruins. The end is coming soon. The world is dead. The living are gone. The undead rule the land. The end has won. In the darkness we hide, but we can't fight it much longer. The world is gone. The apocalypse is She's battling through hell every damn night, killing every undead that's in her sight. The world is in chaos, and humanity is in a final war. She's the last hope, fighting for life worth living for. She's fighting with all of her might, but the undead are still in her sight. They won't give up, won't take a fall, but she's determined to break through the wall. It's the end of the world. The dead walk the earth. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to go. The apocalypse is here, and there's no turning back. She's the last hope for humanity, the lone warrior.
until the last one is gone.
We found our Eden in the falling night. You were my solace, my last burning light. Your hand in mine, a world I thought could last, a perfect haven from the shattered past. But the sky turned black and the sirens cried the moment you fell and a part of me died. Now the shadows came to steal your breath away, leaving me in this apocalypse to stray. My love, my queen, a memory in the stone. In this dead world I fight and grieve alone. The ashes are falling, the city is burning. For the touch of your hand, my heart is still yearning. I walk through the ruins where we used to dream. The silence is loud and I'm losing the seam. The infected are hunting, they hunger for life, while I'm cutting through sorrow with a serrated knife. You're gone to the beyond, where the stars never fade. I'm stuck in the nightmare that the heavens have made. Is there a way to bring back the ghost, to stand by the side of the one I miss most? The world is a graveyard, a desolate stage. I'm turning the leaf on a blood-covered page. I'll stand on the ramparts, I'll scream to the sky. I'll make them all pay for the day that you Yeah, the shadows came to steal your breath away, leaving me in this apocalypse to stray. My love, my queen, a memory in the stone. In this dead world I fight and grieve alone. The ashes are falling, the city is burning. For the touch of your hand, my heart is still yearning. The dead walk I'm the last one standing in the cold and the dark, holding the embers, the ghost of a spark. The world has forgotten, the earth has gone cold, but your story, my love, is the one I have told. Just a shadow against a stone. I fight and I grieve all alone. All alone. The candlelight is guttering, the wick is burning low. I'm walking through the memories of where we used to go. The frost is on the window pane, the gardens turn to gray, and every breath I take just feels like worlds are miles away. I'm whispering your name into the silence of the hall, just a ghost of what we were, pinned against the wall. Echoes in the veil, this infinite night. It's a sea of stars unknown. I'm reaching out across the veil and pray you're not alone. If heaven is a distance or if hell is just a place, I'm searching through the darkness for the shadow of your face. In the infinite night, where the velvet shadows grow, I'm tethered to a memory with nowhere left to go. The clock has stopped its ticking, the pulse has left the room. There's only scent of withered earth and lilies in the gloom. I'm grasping at the vapor at the edges of the light, trying to keep our history from fading in the night. You're drifting through the ether, a whisper in the cold, and I'm clutching at a story that will never more be told. Infinite night, echoes in the veil. Is the silence getting louder? Is the distance getting wide? There's a universe of nothing on the other softer side. I would trade the sun for starlight, I would trade my life for breath, if it meant I'd catch a flicker on the other side of death. But the stars are just cold diamonds, and the dark is closing in. I'm right back at the beginning, where the ending should have been.
is torn between the dusk and the newly born. Just a phantom touch, a soft goodbye underneath the hollow starless sky. Across the veil, beyond the stars, you're not rusted shut, the ivy chokes the wall. I trace the path we used to walk before the shadows fall. Your hand was warm within my own, a spark against the gray. But silence settled in your soul and pulled your breath away. Oh, cruel the hand that plucks the rose before it's reached the bloom, and leaves me pacing play a tragic part. The stars go out, the pulse is still, and I am bending to his will. Come back, the echo dies beneath the hollow weeping a spark. Every silence hums the dark. Every question holds a key, a door to what could be.
Dreams I've never seen come true. They pull me through 1,000 skies, a different hue. I chase the light, I chase the gleam, living in these dreams I've never seen.
Every shadow hides a spark. Every silence hums the dark. Every question holds a key, a door to what could be. If love's a river, you're the endless flow. If love's a flame, you're the brightest glow. No map, no compass, but I know it's true. Every road I take leads me back to you. Whenever I think about love, I think of you. Whenever I dream, it's your hand I hold on to. Whenever I close my eyes, it's you I see. Whenever I'm happy, you're here with me. Whenever I'm happy, you're here with me. Reading my heart, it's a game I can't win. Life's a roulette wheel, it just spins and spins. Missing you's the jackpot I never claimed. Somehow I stumble through the night, hoping the dark will bring you light. So sad, I'm
just target weight. Every friend a fading face. City swallowed block by block. I'm the echo on the top. Whisper bleed inside my scope. Pull the trigger, trading hope. The dead walk alone. On these rooftops I make my home. They're crawling up from steel and stone. All alone. The dead walk alone. The dead walk alone. The dead walk alone. All alone. The dead walk alone. On broken bone. The dead walk alone. They know my name. They chew on stone. All alone. The dead walk alone. The dead walk alone. High rooftop, ear on my own breath. Stole by open county teeth. Down below, people break and run. Up here I whisper one more, then I Dead walk alone, dead walk alone, broken bone. The dead walk alone, the dead walk alone. They know my name. They chew on stone. All alone, the dead walk alone. The dead walk alone. Click! Only silence! One last round in the dawn! City of strangers! I'm the last living one! The dead walk alone! The dead walk alone! The dead walk alone! They know my name! They chew on stone! All alone! The dead walk alone! The dead walk alone! turns cut, then crumble, glass dust in the air. Billboards flicker, failing, footsteps everywhere. On the roof, one figure, breath fogs in his sight. Crosshair on the crossroads, breathing with the night. Eternal nocturne, the dead walk alone. Shadows bloom where the heart once shone. Eternal nocturne, infinite night, echoes in the veil, swallowing the light. Streets choke, packed with running, names lost in the crush. Hands bang on locked doorways, hope turns into hush. Below it, teeth entangle, a tide of ragged mouths. He whispers, I remember, then starts to count them out. Eternal nocturne, the dead walk alone. Shadows bloom where the heart once shone. Eternal alone, infinite night, echoes in the veil, swallowing the light. One last cartridge, one last prayer. City of strangers, no one there. He aims through the ashes at what used to be home. Pulls the trigger, here's the answer in 1,000 broken throats.
feels like a waste. Their hands are cold, their eyes are blind.
The clock is shattered,
Time stands still,
echoes of screams.
a deadly thrill.
The void consumes,
The darkness feeds,
the earth bows down to
final death. No mercy shown, no hope remains. As resound erasing lights, the world now rots in silent screams. A nightmare come from twisted dreams.
zombies march with hollow cries. Dystopia burns in bloodshot skies. A damnation hymn echoes deep while the living run. The dead don't sleep.
Cracked, it bleeds tonight. Shadows crawl under neon light.
The city's a graveyard dressed in decay.
A feast for the dead that lost their
Zombies march with hollow cries. Dystopia burns in bloodshot skies. A damnation hymn echoes deep while the living run. The dead don't sleep.
Rust in the air, a metallic taste. Every heartbeat feels like a waste. Their hands are cold, their eyes ablaze, pulling us into the end of days.
The clock is shattered, time stands still. They climb the towers for their thrill. Damnation's choir screams in tune under the shadow of a blood-red moon. Zombies march, their paranoid cries. Dystopia burns in bloodshot skies. A damnation hymn echoes deep while the living run. The dead don't sleep.
Ashes fall like winter snow, a world undone by the undertow. Hope is a ghost, a fleeting flame. In this nightmare we all look the same.
She rides her motorcycle, breaking through the haze, leaving trails of fire in the chaos and the blaze. The world may be in ruins, but her spirit won't subside through the darkened wasteland. She's the spark that will ignite.
Skies are painted crimson with a sun that doesn't rise. She dodges through the wreckage while the shadows harmonize. Her heart beats like a drum in rhythm with the wheels. She fights to keep her soul intact, the only thing that's real.
As she rides her motorcycle, breaking through the haze, leaving trails of fire in the chaos and the blaze. The world may be in ruins, but her spirit won't subside through the darkened wasteland. She's the spark that will ignite.
Mirrors cracked and shattered, yet they show a face. Eyes that burn with fury in this broken place. She's a beacon in the void, a flicker of defiance, racing past the ruins with a heart of iron giant.
As she rides her motorcycle, breaking through the haze, leaving trails of fire in the chaos and the blaze. The world may be in ruins, notorious silent. The scientist torn in the teeth of the monsters that he had just born. The streets are alive with the dead on the roam. There is no more sanctuary, no more home. Just a shambling feet, just the endless decay. The dead rule the earth, and the living must pay. The living must pay. It's over. He climbs on the back as the rear tire spins. A two-person army praying for sins. She opens the throttle, he covers the rear. A hurricane built out of coordinated fear. There is no heaven, there is no hell. Just the empty shells that fall where they dwell. They carve a road through the rotting sea. The only place left where living are free. The adrenaline of a shotgun wielding rider and a tactical soldier fighting through a burning ruined city. Rubber and ash on the ruined dirt, riding to survive the death, walking the earth. Gunpowder symphony, a roaring beat. They are the pulse in the shadows strong. With every shell a memory, drop shell casing. It's the end of the world that they are erasing. Two lone survivors in the endless night, guiding the engine straight into the fight. The fires fade in the rearview glass. Shadows fall as the hunters pass. A shotgun blast